De Leon in the winter of 1888. Now, at the time, it was the finest hotel in all the world. They offered amenities no one else offered at the time. Hot and cold water in all your rooms, fireplaces in all the rooms, and electricity. Thanks to the power plant that Thomas Edison installed here. And all that remains of that power plant is that very large chimney sticking up through the trees there. Now notice the palm logs on the second floor. Give it just a little bit of St. Augustine flair. But they had electricity here 10 years before the White House. Now the only problem is the guests were too afraid to use it. When they arrived here, they wouldn't go near those switches. Well, Flagler ended up having to hire people, and their only job to go around and turn off and off those light switches for all the guests. Now the interior of this hotel was designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany. The most famous room here at the hotel, well, that was the dining room. It is 2 stories, seated about 600 people, and it is completely encircled in Tiffany glass. Now today we do have it behind bulletproof glass. It's beautiful at nighttime when they shine the lights off of it. But they do offer a tour where you can go in and see the beautiful dining room with the murals on the wall, and it really is a gorgeous building when you take the tour. They give the next one at 2 o'clock, and you can buy tickets for that right in the courtyard where you'll start the tour. Behind the Henery Flagler statue, and I'll point that out as we come around the corner. Now the guests here at the Ponce de Leon, when they arrived to St. Augustine, they were booking for the whole winter season. That's the only amount of time that this hotel offered their guests. You either stayed for the whole season or you didn't stay at the Ponce. So you can imagine that it was just the elite that actually could afford the Ponce de Leon in those days. Besides the $100 a day hotel room, the fact that you had to do it for 90 days turned some people off. Our statue of Henery Flagler, he was 53 when that statue was done. Now behind it, the courtyard. The beach grounds once held the plantation of Dr. Andrew Anderson. Orange groves, that's what Dr. Anderson raised. Groves and groves of oranges all the way to the St. Augustine River. Now the only thing that remains from that beautiful plantation era, the Markland House, one of the last plantation style homes here at St. Augustine. It is opened by the college now. It's offices for this college. But we had some really hard freezes that hit in the late 1800s. So it killed off all the oranges here in St. Augustine. That's why you won't see any. They can't stand the winter months here in northern Florida. Now Flagler had his beautiful hotel. He needed a way to get people here. So he decided to go into the railroad business and opened the East Coast Railway system. And he enjoyed being a railroad man so much that he kept it going from St. Augustine. So it went from New York all the way down to Key West. Along the way, Flagler built 11 hotels. But up here on the right-hand side at the light are the sister buildings that used to be headquarters.